Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today our topic is informal and formal verbs. First of all, when you are trying to say sorry, you can say I apologize. And second, you can say increase instead of go up. And third, you can say decrease instead of go down. And next, you can say establish instead of set up. And next you can say examine instead of look at. And next you can say explode instead of blow up. इसका मतलब है फटना. And next you can say discover instead of find out. And next you can say cause instead of bring about. And after that you can say postpone or delay instead of put off. And then you can say accumulate instead of rack up. And you can say fabricate instead of make up. And next you can say represent instead of stand for. And next you can say discover instead of find out. And next you can say omit instead of leave out. And next you can say indicate instead of point out. And next you can say oppose instead of go against. Oppose it resembles like opposite, so you can use it instead of go against. And next you can say contact instead of get in touch with. And next you can say its concerns are regards to instead of it's about. It concerns about or like it regards to, you can say it instead of it's about. And next you can say require instead of need to. And next you can say consider instead of think about. And next you can say obtain instead of get. And then you can say next tolerate instead of put up. And next you can say handle instead of deal with. And next you can say appear instead of seem. And you can also say demonstrate, illustrate or portray instead of show. And next you can say commence instead of start. And next you can say retain instead of keep. And you can say release instead of free. And you can say bother instead of get on someone's nerve. And you can say call instead of ring up. You can say arrive instead of show up. You can say permit instead of let. And you can say substitute or inform instead of fill in. And in the end you can say undetermined instead of block.